walking up and down the street. I'm trying to look for our dog, but I don't know where she is. And I assume because the red car, it drove away to the left. She might have even gone to roam along the highway. But I'm not sure because I have no idea where she is. But I was going to walk this way a little bit. It's sort of gotten to me a little bit because I wasn't told, oh, by the way, trucks are coming, the gate's going to be open for a while. It's like they said, oh, distract her while I leave. I was like, sure enough, 5 minutes later, you assume the car's left. The noise went ages ago. And the gate's bloody open. And they're sitting on the opposite side of the road texting, so... And of course, the dog slips out when I want to go, because I'm like 5 minutes, and it's like, well, 5 minutes and I'm done with standing around looking at the bloody dog. And it's like, what does the dog do first? She comes to the front to check if the gate's open, and what do you know, the gate's open? Like, I wasn't told. I was like, that's bloody annoying, because if I was told, oh, by the way, I'm leaving the gate open, oh, by the way, trucks are coming and going, leave her in the paddock, if I was told that, I wouldn't have let her out of the paddock, but I wasn't told that. And so, of course, it's my fault once again. But I think this time the dogs, might have gone up the highway. Because that's where the car went, and she wants to chase after the car. So I don't know. So I'm checking the roundabout up here. I checked down the street. She's not on the street down there. I checked up to near the end of the street. So she's either ducked into someone's yard, which is highly possible. It's not impossible. But I fear that today she might have gone up the highway because that's where the little red car went. Or the car that she knows. And dogs go do dumb things like go looking for it. So she's quite a lovely and attractive dog, and who knows, her kind of breed is probably expensive. And she doesn't seem to be around the community. Usually you see her. She's happily roaming up and down the street, but I think she might have taken off down the highway today. Because I can't actually see her. Like, usually you can see her. You definitely notice when she's around. She's running after something, and she usually likes to put around people's yards. Okay, fair enough. But I'm not seeing her today, so I'm worried that she might have escaped to the highway, which is what everyone worries, which is why you generally... but I think I was just told the wrong thing in the wrong way. It's like I had no... Like, she didn't say, oh, by the way, I'm leaving the gate open. She said, go hang out with the dog and distract it while I'm leaving. Not, oh, by the way, I'm going to be leaving the gate open and sitting across the road while trucks come and go. I wasn't told that. So I should have been told, I'm leaving. Make sure she doesn't come out of the paddock. Not, oh, go for a walk around the paddock with her and distract her while I'm leaving. Because otherwise she'll want to leave with me. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. So I go to the paddock, I hear the car go, I assume that the gate's closed, and then I don't make a big deal when she wants to run out in front of me when I'm leaving, because I'm bored after a few minutes. It's like she doesn't want to walk anywhere, she just wants to sit, and so I too want to leave. It's like, no point being outside when the dog just wants to sit around. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just leave you there and come back in an hour or whenever it starts to rain. And, if I'd been told, oh, by the way, the gate's going to be left open, I'd be like, I think things should have just been said in a different way. But I'm told these stupid whimsical stories. And it's like, of course I don't know the gate's open. Because no one has bothered to tell me. Of course I don't know if trucks are coming and going. I assume the gate's going to be closed after the car leaves. And the only time I have to worry about the dog is around lunchtime when everyone wants to go and eat lunch. And I'm like, well, it's like 5 hours till lunchtime, so that should be enough time for her to roam around the yard and get bored and come inside for some food. I was like, no. And I wasn't told, just keep her in the paddock all day. I wasn't told that. I just said, distract her while I'm leaving, otherwise she'll want to come too. And I didn't hear, by the way, I'm going to sit outside the gate with the gate open and text while a truck comes and goes. Fair enough, I mean, that's okay if it does, but I wasn't told that. So, of course, if she goes missing today because she's wandered up and down the highway, I'm going to be the one to blame. So, I just can't see her, so... Because dogs do that, they scamper after the cars and end up wherever. The car just has to stop by it and says, oh, do you want to come in? She'll hop into the car. Not everyone cares if a dog's tagged or not. Of course she is tagged, but no one cares if a dog is tagged or not. So she could be missing. Because she just walks up and down the street. She doesn't. She also goes into people's yards. But if she's lost, it's like, I'm going to get it, be blamed. So I think for a portion of my day, I have to write my story, and I also have to, portion of my day I also have to, oh, there she is. Good, she hasn't gone too far. Well, that eases my worry. Thought she was just going to be out running. Just visiting people's yards. Look at her. I thought she'd be up and down the highway, but that's okay. Where's our house?